Hey everyone, it's Jason Cook with Remax Advantage. This is my second video in my Moving to Birmingham series. For those of you who aren't familiar with Birmingham, Alabama, this will give you just a little bit of a taste of what it's like to live here in Birmingham. This week we're going to be talking about parks. These are going to be more local parks, not the bigger state parks. I'll do another video on those later. Today we're actually standing outside of Homewood Park. It's just behind me. You'll see the play area. Homewood Park also has a lot of green space for throwing the frisbee, kicking the soccer ball. It's got a pavilion right next to it. If you have birthday parties or events and you want to rent the pavilion, you can do that. There's also tennis courts if you want to get out of the house and do that. Take the kids out and play some tennis, or challenge a buddy to a friendly match. And lastly, there's also to my left, to your right, is going to be the Homewood pool. It's open during the summer months. Usually sometime in May they'll open it up, and it'll run until about Labor Day when they close it down for the winter. Okay, well, that's Homewood Park. There are a couple other parks in Homewood. We don't have time to get to those today. This is just the most popular one. We're going to look at 4 other parks around the Birmingham area, and let's go take a look at the other 4.
Okay, so let's look at the second park. The second park is going to be just up the road from Homewood in Vestavia Hills. It is going to be McCollum Park. Now, McCollum Park is going to be a smaller playground, but it's got some pretty neat things about it that make it unique. Obviously, it's got the green space, which most parks have nowadays, so you can kind of run around. This is a good one for a team game of kickball, things like that. It does have a creek, which is what I know my kids, when they were little, loved jumping in the creek, being able to run around in the creek and play around for a little bit there. It's got walking trails all around it. You can actually walk from McCollum Park to a nearby shopping district, the Rocky Ridge Shopping District. It's got some local shops, also local restaurants, and some other local businesses as well. But you can actually walk along those trails or ride your bike along those trails to access them. One note about McCollum Park is it does not have power. So if you're going to hold an event there or rent out one of the pavilions, just know you're going to need a generator if you need power. I found that out one time when I was hosting an event there. So, okay, moving on. Just next to Vestavia Hills is Mountain Brook, and along Overton Road is Overton Park. There are actually 2 Overton Parks in the Over the Mountain area. One is in Homewood, and one is actually in Mountain Brook. This one is in Mountain Brook. It's got 2 tennis courts and a basketball hoop on one of those tennis courts if you are a basketball fan. It has what I'm calling, I guess, are some little placards around the park. They're all around the park. They're all connected with something called Books in the Brook. So you will have authors and titles of books and some characters on each of these little, I'm calling them plaques. And also it'll say, like, can you find this? And if you got little ones, they'll be able to explore. Or if you're just inquisitive and you want to explore, you can find some things around there as well. Okay, well, next on our list is going to be Veterans Park. That is in Hoover. And Veterans Park is a huge park just off of Valleydale Road in Hoover. It is close to Spain Park High School and to the Jefferson State Community College campus there in Hoover. It has some walking / running trails around a little lake and around the park as well for you if you are a distance runner or doing any kind of training and don't want to have to worry about cars. There are also some sand volleyball courts there. You can actually rent those out if you want to. Otherwise, you can just kind of, press your luck and hope that nobody else shows up and it's rented out. But there's 3 of those courts at Veterans Park as well. It's got a good number of pavilions and a lot of space if you want to have a party there, a birthday party, or like a family reunion or any other kind of event. Lots of green space here, big open fields for throwing the frisbee, for soccer, for wiffle ball, any of that kind of stuff, and some great playground equipment as well. Okay, well, last, somebody say I'm saving the best for last, especially if you have fur babies. This is a local dog park. It's Lock Haven Park, located just on the Hoover-Vestavia line. And Lock Haven has actually 2 separate dog parks, one for dogs 35 pounds and under, and one for dogs over 35 pounds. And they've got some dog bowls there and some water, so you can fill that up. And your dog, if it's hotter outside, won't you don't have to bring your own water bowl or anything if you're taking your dog out to get some exercise. There is also, to the left, I see soccer goals a lot of times, but there's a big field for playing soccer and all other kind of sports and activities. On the back side of the dog parks is a playground for young kids, and in a pavilion that you can rent as well if you want to have a party there. Those are just a small sample of some parks that are in the Over the Mountain area. All these are not exhaustive, so please forgive me if I forgot your favorite park. There are many parks around the Birmingham area that are great, and I hope to cover them again at a later time. But these are just some to kind of give you a taste and a sample of what's out there in Birmingham, and specifically in the Over the Mountain area, the southern side of Birmingham. Okay, if you have questions, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question below, or contact me, 205-470-7600. If you like this content, then I encourage you to like this video and subscribe. The subscribe button is down below this video, and I will see you next week. In the meantime, comment, let me know, what's your favorite park? Did you have a favorite park growing up? What's your favorite memory of a park? Love to hear from you and see what you like about parks and what you liked about it growing up. Until next time, this is Jason Cook with the Filler Group at RE/MAX Advantage, and I will talk to you soon.